Hello. You join me today at the start of a not quite month-long series. Today is the first day of December, or at least it will be by the time I release this. Now then, I've had this, sorry for this noise, I've had this planned for some time now. A couple of years ago, I had a go at releasing a video every day in December as part of an advent calendar. I'd actually bought an advent calendar, one of those sort of make-your-own ones, where I knew what was in it, and I thought, you know what, this will be a bit of fun. And, oh, that's really in there, isn't it? And I thought, do you know what? I haven't done that for the last couple of years. There we go. So I thought, this year I'll do it. So that's what this is today. Now, if you click this just thinking, oh, he's reviewing a bottle of Baileys, I am reviewing a bottle of Baileys, but there's going to be a lot more coming this month. You might have noticed on my channel already, for those of you that pay attention, that a playlist has gone up with some, well, doors, basically, numbered 1 through to 24. So for the next 24 days, I'm going to be releasing some content every goddamn day on this channel. So be prepared for that. Now, it's going to be a bit more of a mixture this time. Now, obviously, I sort of stick more to whiskey these days because that's sort of the audience that I've cultivated over the past nearly 5 years. We'll be coming back to that, actually. But I thought for Christmas, or Advent at least I should say, it would be a little more interesting to do something a little different, a little more varied. So we are going to be covering whiskies. We're going to be covering some very interesting whiskies. We're going to be visiting a distillery at some point, so we're going to be talking about their new make spirit. I won't give away which one just yet. We're going to be doing some Bladnocks, because Bladnock. We're going to be doing some liqueurs, and I'm going to be reacquainting myself with an old enemy. So there's that little teaser on the box to kind of give you an indication of what's in the box, but not let you know what day it's going to be happening. Now, I'm going to try my best to stay on top of this because YouTube doesn't have an automatic... It does have an automatic posting system, but it doesn't have a way that you can obscure the title and the thumbnail and then have it automatically publish those details along with the publishing. So there is a degree of still having to do things manually. So I'm having to, depending on the day, manage that either remotely or in person, so that I'll do what I can with it. But I'm hesitant to announce a time for these because it is going to vary, unfortunately. So I'll do the best that I can. You're probably wondering what I was fiddling around with at the start of this video here. It's this. It's a little gift set of Baileys flavours. I thought, given the season and given that we've never actually covered Baileys on this channel, I thought now would be as good a time as any to do this. So I am. So today we're just going to be covering the classic without these distractions of coffee or orange or any of that other nonsense. And it comes with a very fetching little glass. Now, I've obviously just taken this out of the box, so I've not had a chance to rinse it or anything, so I'm not going to be using that for this review. I'm instead going to be using an old Pulteney glass for reasons, basically. I was tempted to cover some other whiskey liqueurs. Now, I in fact have covered another whiskey liqueur in days gone by. I've covered the Arran Gold, which I personally believe to be a superior product to this stuff. However, we have to cover the original in the interest of fairness, so that is what we are going to be doing right now. It's a wonderful plastic bottle, and the thing that keeps the lid on has already... Did I open this already and forget about it? I may have been distracted. Okay, that's fine. I thought that had come loose, but clearly I'm just not paying attention. Best before end, 12/2022. Good thing it's still September when I'm recording this. Yes, a venture like this, there has to be a bit of foreplanning, doesn't there? Not foreplay, although, you know, we know each other quite well at this point, don't we? Unless you're new here, in which case, hi! I'll keep my hands to myself. Now then, that can go in the fridge. My sister swears by this stuff, as do I. I go, what the bloody hell is this? But you know, I don't mind it, actually. But I prefer other things. Contains milk. Well, that's cleared that up. It's an Irish cream, so it's... Now, the idea behind it is it's supposed to use Irish whiskey in here. I'd be surprised if it does. That was not my attempt at an Irish accent, by the way. I realised as I was putting on a silly voice that it kind of sounded like that's what I was going for. It wasn't, so please don't leave me hate mail. Well, any more than usual, anyway. It's 17%, and it states this twice for some reason. 17% alcohol by volume, alc 17% volume. So, okay, just in case you couldn't decipher one over the other. And some symbols saying don't drink while you're pregnant. Because, you know, you can't be fun whilst you're carrying a child. You can be responsible, however. Cool, so we have it in the glass here. It is... you know how there's a trend at the minute for... what's it calling itself? Caramelised chocolate. You know, a Caramac has kicked around for years, and then suddenly everyone went, oh, we should get in on that. Well, it's a big thing now, and Caramac sat there like, fucking excuse me, I've been here the whole time. Hello? So I'd imagine they're furious right about now, because even Milky Bar's getting in on it and everything, and it's delicious. Anyway, it's that colour. It's that colour is what I'm going for with that. It looks like somebody... Well, it looks like a milky coffee, to be honest, which is, you know, not a million miles away from kind of what it is. That's a very familiar smell. Do you know what? There is something oddly comforting about it. It does remind me of Christmases as a teenager where I was allowed a bit of this. Say a bit. Yeah, I learned early on that drinking can be oh no. And yet there is something a little bit akin to a sweaty sock as well. So that's fun. Now, obviously I'm going absolutely over the top with the arseholiness with this one. Because it's not meant to be nosed and appreciated. It's meant to be poured whilst you're watching... I was going to say the Doctor Who Christmas special that hasn't existed for a few years, although hopefully it's coming back. Thank you, Lord RTD. Yeah, what do we do on Christmas now? Fight, mainly, really. Right, let's dive in. Let's give this a go. Oh my. Ooh. That's all right. Yeah. It tastes like an iced latte that you put a bit of vodka in it. Honestly, it's better than I remember, if I'm being completely honest. It's quite nice. It's sweet, duh. Quite chocolatey, quite creamy. And there's just enough of a whack of booze to be like, hey, you're drinking. Be thankful. Now, another reason why I want to cover this as well instead of the alternatives is the alternatives, do you know, they tend not to be too much more expensive, but they do tend to be a little more expensive. And things like Bailey's as well, they have like very aggressive deals around about Christmas time. And I thought, given that we're living in some pretty appalling times at the moment, price-wise, now obviously I'm recording this ahead of time, and every day I wake up at the minute is like what I would imagine waking up out of a coma feels like. You know, so many things change. Liz Truss is currently the Prime Minister. The amount of confidence I have that she will still be in that job in 2 months is very low. Very low. Well, a month, really, isn't it? Because it's very nearly October at the time I'm recording this, so... I can't count, can I? I was right originally. Yeah. Wow, how potent is this? 17%. It tells you twice. Ah, this is nice. There we go. It would be fun, wouldn't it, to do a comparison between like supermarket, own brand ones and making your own and stuff like that. One of those things we will be doing, but I shan't tell you which. But yeah, this has been fun. I'm going to go and drink this and enjoy it because it's genuinely quite pleasant. So. Cheers and Merry Advent. Do people say Merry Advent? Oh, I didn't get the... I need to get like the candles put together. That's something I should... Yeah. I suck at preparation. Comment down below. Do you like Bailey's? What's your favourite one? There's like an Eton Mess one out at the moment. At the time of recording. Maybe not the time this gets published. There'll be like other ones. Oh, the Lux. Oh, that one's good. That's just liquid chocolate. It's gorgeous. There we go. 2 reviews in one. What more do you want? Ah, delightful.